Hello, welcome to Sharky Sports. We are back again for another week. We are strong right now. We've been going strong now, weekly, consistent, every single week. We've been going strong. But today we have a good cast on the table. Okay, we have next to me, we've got Mr. Star Player. Welcome.
Hello, guys. I'm back
as usual. We have got the man who can't be killed. We've got Sugar Sean.
What's going on?
Oh, kept the very few words today, haven't you?
So it is. Coming for next today.
Jeez. And we've got Mr. Lee, man.
That's a fucking intro, man.
Whoa.
Intro, yeah?
What's going on?
I got something we need to address, man.
What's going on? What?
I got something we need to address, man.
Stop tapping the fucking table. How many times are we going to tell you?
Listen. I want to get something off my chest.
Go on, before we get to today's topics,
so
Lee said to me he wants to get something off his chest. He's got some problems, some issues
with
the episodes that he wasn't
with
on.
certain brothers on this table, because there's certain brothers on the table like to chat shit.
Okay, what is it?
So we need to address it.
What happened?
So last week,
Yeah?
obviously I wasn't on the episode.
He wasn't.
You wasn't.
I wasn't there. And you guys done a list, right?
Top 10 centre backs?
Yeah.
Top 10 centre backs.
Yes.
And what was it? Premier League all
Premier
time.
League all-time
All-time,
centre
yes,
backs,
sir.
yes.
Okay. And then, so there was a bit of an issue there.
Okay, what was the issue?
I included someone.
Yeah.
Apparently you lot all had a problem with.
Who's that?
And it's not just you guys, because I had a lot of messages about why I had this guy on my list. Yeah.
You're talking about who I think you're talking about.
So who do you guys think I'm talking about?
Lannister.
Gary Pallister?
All right. So you guys know who I'm talking about. Okay.
Gary Pallister.
So
why? What's the problem?
When Sharky sent that list
Yes.
to the group chat and said, I want your all-time Premier League centre back.
Listen, we've been doing this. That's like the 5th episode of that series.
Exactly.
Yeah, everyone knows what it is.
So I want to ask a question to everybody on the table.
Go on.
When did the Premier League start?
1992.
1992.
Yeah.
So you hit it right on the head. 1992.
I know.
Yeah? Okay. When did Gary Pallister play football?
Not a clue.
80s, mainly.
Yeah,
Into the
it's like
90s.
into the
80s,
90s, yeah?
80s, 90s.
Okay. Gary Pallister won the PFA Player of the Year in 1992, yeah?
The first season, is it?
First season.
First ever Premier League season.
First ever
Yeah,
Premier League season, he won
So he's the first ever player of the year. PFA,
Basically,
Premier
you
League
can say
player.
that, yeah, he is. He is technically.
Okay, impressive.
So he won that. And he ended up winning 4 league titles.
This is
with
his
United,
whole
yeah?
pitch for why Pallister
No,
is in this
listen. Let me land. So
Where were you when he won that player of the year?
Yeah.
I wasn't even born.
Okay.
I wasn't born. I was born. No, listen, we'll get into that. Hold on, we'll get into that.
Yeah, go on.
So he won PFA Player of the Year.
He did, yeah.
Won 4 Premier League titles.
Impressive.
You can even argue that Man United wouldn't be what they are today without the likes of Pallister and Bruce. Arguably, a lot of people say that.
Eric Cantona as well.
They are the ones that kicked. Yeah, they are the ones that kickstart the Man United
Eric
dominance.
Cantona as well.
You know what I mean? Into what it is today. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They're part of the team that did, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
they're
a lot-
part of the
there's
team,
many
but
players
they had a big impact on the club, innit?
Okay.
Cool, absolutely fine. But apparently, I can't have him in my team. I can't have him in my list because one, I didn't watch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously he played at a time where I wasn't alive. That's okay. Good, fair point.
Okay.
But I thought the list was number 1. It's from all time, so started from 1992. So regardless of whether that player was before you was born or after you was born, you're taking in information that you know as well as what you've watched, right?
Yes.
Same way you guys had Tony Adders in your list.
Yep.
And I'm sure most of the people on this table, apart from Sean maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, because this is very old. By the way. Very old. Yeah. So apart from Sean, can't really say they watch Tony Adders like that. So you're putting in Tony Adders based on what you know. Let's be honest.
You're right.
Yeah. You,
I'm an Arsenal
Star, and Ilias. Yeah. Okay. So what is the difference between Tony Adders being on you lot's list and Gary Pallister being on my list?
Good question. Stars?
What's the difference? Go on.
Why did
Do you laugh at Gary
Yeah,
Pallister?
go on.
I was not onto him about Gary Pallister. I was laughing, but I was not onto him. It was Ilias and Sean.
Listen. Speak. Yeah, you got a chance to speak and I speak. What is the difference?
And what did I say to you in the group chat?
You said, okay, fair enough, good chat, but I'm talking about what you said in the episode.
Okay. What did I say in the group chat? What did I say in the episode?
In the episode, it looked like you were finding it really.
There was niggas saying,
There was brothers saying that. There's brothers that were saying Google.
I was saying that niggas were onto you,
Yeah.
which is right, correct?
Okay, yeah.
They were saying, oh, you Googling stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't say that though.
Yeah.
Well, Brendan, so I wouldn't say that to you.
No, but what I found hilarious was people getting onto me for putting him on this because of the fact that I didn't watch him play, which is true. I didn't watch him play, but there's a lot of players that we've listed over the last few weeks in lists. For example, Eric Cantona, everybody had them in the striker list, no?
Nope.
Everybody had him in the shortlist.
yeah.
No,
I didn't.
Listen,
not a
listen.
single brother
Okay,
apart from Sean, baby. Watch Eric.
You know what it is?
I didn't have him on my list. I didn't have him on my
It
list.
is age shaming thing is a bit
I had
very
Gary
easy.
Cat on my list because
Yeah.
because
Why was it so funny that I had Gary Pallister last week? What was the joke? What was the joke? I missed it.
We might have to call
What was so funny?
We might have to call Ilyas in
just
for that
listen.
segment still.
Gary Palace is the funny name, innit?
Gary.
Listen, it was Ilyas. I was like, who is that guy?
Nah, I heard him say, "Who's that guy?" Man, you were saying about Google.
I was saying that as a
that
meme.
was a Google thing. I had another like he was making jokes. listen. What I want right now
Okay.
is everyone to apologize.
No.
That's what I need. That's what
Also, another thing is,
Yeah.
I've never heard you ever speak about Gary Palace.
I need to speak about
Smell
it.
I've never heard
shit,
you- I've
man.
never
Why,
heard you-
why do I need to speak about it? Why do I need to
I've
speak
never
about
heard
him
you
for
speak
me
about
to
Gary
put him
Palace.
in the list?
I've not heard anyone. I've heard obviously if older people would have spoken about him,
Yeah.
but I've heard about Steve Bruce a lot more
Yeah.
than I've heard about Gary Palace. I couldn't even tell if the guy's alive or dead right now. I don't know anything.
That's fair.
about that, man.
You can say that. But you can't try
That's
to
why it
ridicule
just
man
sounded
'cause I had
weird.
him on my list.
And also-
you can't ridicule me because I had him on my list.
Okay.
That's
best days
the
were
Did you
in
get
problem I
off?
had
Division
last
one.
week.
Okay, did you get it off your chest?
That's what I had. That's what I
Did
had.
you get it off your chest?
I got it off
Because
my
we got a
chest.
topic here.
And
People clicked on for a whole different topic.
No, but one thing I wanted to say is,
Yeah.
don't try to run jokes with me, innit? Man knows my football. Don't try to come with this Google flex. And I let it run with the David Janola thing. Don't try that again, yeah? Anybody that tries with the Google, don't try that. Man knows my football, innit? I'm a United fan, innit? That's what you have to understand as well. I'm a United fan. I'm the only United fan on this table.
Yes, you are.
You're Arsenal. So I don't really expect you, man, to kind of know Gary Pallister unless you actually done your research. You know what I'm trying to say to
Nah,
you? So
I know
that's all
about that
wanted to say.
era.
I
I
got
know
that off
about
my
that
chest.
era.
You can start your episode, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, start your episode. man. Go on.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Bad bitch tendency.
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
gonna
that.
love when that doesn't make the edit.
Thank you.
But imagine not leaving the edit. Oh, look.
That'll be on the audio. I don't know about the YouTube.
They're not be mad. Imagine all of that and it's not even in the edit.
Oh man,
Someone
listen.
died, man.
All right, listen. Okay, so if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you want to listen to the audio, head over to Spotify and iTunes and type in Sharky Sports. If you're listening to audio right now and you want to see our beautiful mugs, head over to YouTube and type in Sharky Sports. Also, use the hashtag SSPod on Twitter to get involved in the chat. So what I want to talk about first is Steven Gerrard is now the manager of Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
Lampard is still floating about with rumours and stuff with other Premier League clubs. Vieira is doing really well at Palace. Xavi's the manager of Barcelona. So there's so many like legendary footballers now that are managers. First of all, do we think some of these guys deserve the roles they're getting, or is it because of their big names? Because Lampard went Derby and then straight into Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of managers had to manage all over the world, managing everybody just to get the Chelsea role, stuff like that. Do we think they're getting a head start? Do we think it's fair? What is it? Zidane got the job at Real Madrid. It was his first ever managerial job at the biggest club in all time.
I think it's circumstances, you know? As in, like, Chelsea finished, was it 10th? Yeah, I think Chelsea finished 10th. It was a no transfer window,
Season
right?
before Lampard came.
Which
They won the Europa League that year, and they finished fourth.
which was the transfer ban one?
Lampard's first season.
Yeah, so I think...
Just before he came, they came
Yeah.
top four and they won the Europa League.
But there you go, in a sense, for me, they had a transfer ban. So no manager, like big top manager is going to go to a team, even though it's Chelsea, and go, you know what, I can't be asked to do the rebuilding thing. And obviously with Chelsea having Lampard doing well at Derby, they looked at him and said, yeah, fans love him. Everyone loves him at the club. He's Mr. Chelsea, basically. No one's really going to get frustrated with him because he's arguably their greatest player ever. Same with Barcelona. They're in a bad situation. So they're like, F this, we'll bring Xavi in. I know he's a legend at Barca. And then who else? There's other players, right? I don't know. Ole had a situation where Man United was all right, but not great. Ole came in.
So do you think it's deserved that these guys are getting jobs because of their status, their names?
That's something that they earned, innit?
Do you think they earned it?
Yeah, they earned it because you put yourself in a position where you created such a legacy. You create a legacy to the point where you're in a position where you can land a job like that. You know what I mean? So, and it's not like it's hit or miss really. It just depends on the manager and their philosophies or what sort of ideas they have. Because Guardiola came in to Barcelona and he literally won everything. You know what I mean? So he's an example of somebody that could come in, first managerial job, and can do wonders. You know what I mean? So it just depends on whether that manager fits the profile of what the club is looking for, really. And if you're a legend at the club, you stand out more. Obviously, you've got more of an edge, and that's all it is really to me.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with players going back or managing their club on or whatever the club they play for at the first go. And that don't really bother me still. As long as they
It's
have
not even like the clubs they played for, because it doesn't happen
Yeah.
much anyways. Like Zidane,
Yeah.
yes, Lampard got it, Chelsea, Xavi's getting it, yeah, Pep. But I'm talking about in general, just getting high profile jobs, like Premier League jobs. Like,
Yeah.
Now, profile. This is why I want to talk about it, because I went through in terms of the Premier League. Look at the kind of managers that I'm going to name here that played in the Premier League, that played for previous clubs, that went on to become managers. So Gordon Strachan, Gareth Southgate, Vialli, Ray Wilkins, Nigel Worthington, Gary Monk, David O'Leary's, Nigel
Poyet.
Pearson's, Stuart Pearce, Mike Phelan, Gus Poyet, Graham Potter, Brian
Cazorla,
Robson,
Mikel Arteta.
Pellegrino, Peter Reid, Remy
Yeah, but
Gard.
most managers are former players, anyways.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. But if you look at all these names and all these, most of them were English players that become, or UK-based players that become managers of clubs within the Premier League. But if you
But
look at them,
yeah,
not many of them took on top Premier League side jobs. Everyone got the Palaces, the Middlesbroughs, the West Broms.
Yeah, and then
No
I
one's
think
really had a
lot of the time, the
high-profile
top
job.
managers didn't have a top career. Arsene
Yeah,
Wenger, Jurgen Klopp, Jose Mourinho.
But Jurgen Klopp
Alex
his
Ferguson.
first job was what's his former club?
Yeah, I don't know, but he wasn't like a. Do you remember Jurgen Klopp, the player? Have you ever heard about Jurgen
No, I've
Klopp,
never
the
heard
player?
of him.
Yeah,
but
that's
what
no
I'm
one.
saying is,
Don't, yeah,
A lot of these
Yeah.
managers were like the best. The best managers sometimes aren't the best former pros. They are like iconic pros and great managers. Carlo Ancelotti was a good player, all that kind of stuff. But Mancini, that's
I want to ask you though, like, what
Simeone.
are you against it, or do you have a problem with it, or do you feel like it's unfair?
I feel like
What's your take?
I feel like they get like an advantage, but they leapfrog a lot of actual very good managers that have worked really hard and that could get a job. So for example, let's say a Graham Potter who's grinding. He's no one knows if Graham Potter was a professional or not. I couldn't tell you if he played professional football or not.
yeah. Graham Potter did.
Yeah, there you go. But I don't know what level he played at.
Yeah.
And then he's worked. He's gone to Sweden to get a job. No English manager. I think it's like the first English manager in the Swedish top flight. Got them into Europa League. Done really from like a random team to like a Europa League team in Sweden. Won the league with them. Obviously beat Arsenal at Emirates. Done that. Worked his way. Got to the Championship. Got a Championship job. Worked his way. Got Premier League. Brighton, all that stuff. Now he's doing really well at Brighton. So he's done all the steps and he's done all the stuff and got all the experience. And he might be in line of like, let's say, a Man United job. And let's say Dave Beckham now says, I want to be a manager. He'll get the job over Graham Potter. Do you know what
He
I mean?
played for Southampton. Graham
But I'm
Potter.
not saying that it's fair.
But that's what I'm saying, but I'm saying-
isn't that like the real world, or like in the real world? Yeah, when you talk about employment,
Yeah, it's about who you know more than what you know.
Yeah, it's about who you know more.
But that's
than
what I'm
you
saying.
know.
Do you
So
think that's right?
it's not necessarily right, but that's just the way it is. I know it sounds bad, isn't it? But that's just the way it is. Well, people like Frank Lampard, for example, like Star said, he's arguably their greatest ever player. So if a man like that, and it's not like he just, and with Lamp it's a bit different because he had quite a good stint with Derby. But like when someone like Lamps is available and that the situation favors him, you know what I mean? He's always gonna have that advantage just based on who he is. You know what I'm trying to say? So
That's how I look at it as
Yeah.
well. I think timing is such a big thing as well, because certain managers do wait a while, but some managers it just falls to them. Like you said, the Lampards.
Well,
Gerrard to
Gerrard's gone
Rangers.
around it around the kind of right route, because even though Rangers are a big club in Scotland, in terms of managing for him, it's going to be quite easy for him to challenge for a title in Scotland, but also give him the time to learn his trade and learn about coaching and continue. Because remember, a lot of these managers haven't really come out of football that long afterwards to come and then manage.
But that's the thing about these kind of players. Like Gerrard, you could say he was a genius on the pitch. So people say that's going to translate when it comes into coach. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But obviously, people look at
because those are the ones they expect too much of their players, because they think the players that are on the pitch that they're coaching aren't as good as the players
No,
they
but-
were
but
in their
for-
head.
but for
So
me,
like
it's-
Roy Keane didn't work for him as manager.
Yeah, but you got to remember
He expected-
the elite level teams are supposed to be the elite football clubs and elite teams for a reason, because they played the best football and the best coaches and the best managers in the world. They don't have to be players,
That's what
but
I'm
they
saying.
have them top jobs. So for you to be coming out of it as a top player, you can't just genuinely think that you're going to be able to walk into a top sided team. That's why all these managers I've mentioned, Malcolm Mackay's and fucking Ian Dowie's, they had to go and manage at their boyhood clubs that they played for or lower league team oppositions. So people like Crystal Palace's, Middlesbrough's, they had to go through that route. And if they failed, it's not a big deal because there's expectation levels of these clubs are not massive.
That's the difference. That's what I'm saying. There's the Gerrard now, who's the Rangers, and the Villa, who's doing the right route. Vieira has grinded. He's gone over the world. He did New York, then he did France, he did Nice, and then now he's doing Palace. And then now he's building his way up to a big job. But let's go into Lampard and Gerrard. Who out of the two do you think is a better manager?
I don't want to. I don't.
It's too early to say.
Yeah, for me,
It's not too early to say.
I think there is because I think.
Now, who do you think will be a better manager, more successful in the future?
It's hard to say.
I need an answer though. This is a
The reason why
podcast.
it's hard to say. No, but it's hard to say. I'm not gonna say because the reason why is because first of all, you got Frank Lampard who hasn't really been in the game for too long, and
He's got a Champions League medal.
Yeah, but that don't count. Man.
It's crazy.
You can say Champions League medal you want. That don't count. But
You played part of it though.
nah, it don't count. It
The
don't
whole
count, man.
why don't it
That's-
count?
nah,
The
that's
whole
it.
group
You
stages.
know what I'm saying, man? You love backing these stat padders.
No, but
man.
why
I
don't
like
it count?
You love the stat padders, man. I like. But
Because
listen,
he's that part of himself, that's why.
yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
He's been getting on to Harry Kane for the. I'll save it anyway for later.
We'll get onto that later.
We'll save it
but
for later.
I was gonna say, with Lampard and Gerrard, I think they're very early into their careers. Obviously, they're both taking two different routes, like you guys said. One's gone to Scotland, and one's obviously starting in the Championship. So it's hard to judge, bro. I don't watch Rangers week in week out. I don't know what you know what I mean.
I'm exactly the same.
I can't lie though, he did turn around Rangers. It's not like as if Rangers were winning titles.
How do I lead in 10
Rangers
years?
hadn't won a league title in 10
Did
years.
he get it promoted, by the way?
No, I think it came to them.
No, he came to them.
He came to
them
when they were already in this. Okay, yeah, it's very hard to.
their first
judge.
league title,
Yeah,
10
yeah,
years.
I don't.
But-
Obviously, his stats, his record, obviously undefeated, did the invincible of Rangers and stuff. On paper, you'd go Gerrard because of the accolades and stuff he's won at Rangers.
No,
But
but
I've not watched Rangers.
But Lampard, you guys saying Lampard, you don't know he's early in the game.
No,
He
Lampard
took-
did.
he managed Chelsea, took them, finished top 4 with them, got them to an FA Cup final and a League Cup final, I believe, and he got them done well in Champions League.
Cup, but I think
Okay, FA Cup final against Arsenal, player final, Derby. But I'm saying FA Cup final of Arsenal, top 4 finish in the Premier League. He's done well.
Yeah, so would you? So I was literally just about to say, is that equivalent to what Gerrard's achieved at Rangers?
Yeah, it's
We know
tight.
what the Premier League is.
Obviously
tight,
English
it's tight,
football, I think
yeah.
it obviously is much tougher than Scottish football.
But then,
So would you
this-
not?
but
Would you
it-
not like if you're like putting it on a scale? Would you not say it's even?
It's hard though because you got to remember the level of expectancy at Chelsea when we had a transfer ban in terms of the competition of what we were around
Yeah,
was a massive achievement for us.
yeah,
It's hard to, like you said, it's hard to kind of manage that against what Steven Gerrard's done with Rangers. Going unbeaten. It's the thing is him going unbeaten with Rangers and taking over Celtic's titles.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Then again,
That was a big
Chelsea
thing.
didn't do that well that season. But what about another big player that's in management that everyone seems to forget about? Wayne Rooney going out injuring his players in training ground.
yeah.
Do we think he's gonna end up being a good manager?
You know what, for me-
he's I don't know, man. Like if you're a player and like you respect Wayne Rooney as a player, but then when you see him as a coach, I don't know about that, man.
You know what?
I'd be like, bro, you're a joke, man. Like, in a way, you're a bit of a joke, man. You get where I'm coming from, innit? Not as a player, not on the pitch, not when it comes to his football,
Yeah.
but just him as a person. I don't know, man.
Now, quote me if I'm wrong, yeah? I generally think strikers are just shit coaches. Thierry Henry, great striker.
Alan Shearer didn't have a great.
Bro, oh shit, like,
Let me try think.
I think it's
forget,
maybe 'cause they-
please
Wait,
just give me
Alex
one-
Ferguson was a striker.
He's one of the goats, but yeah, like, I don't know if he's a striker now. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Striker,
He was a
so
striker.
He's an anomaly. Well, I generally think he's an anomaly.
But then apart from that, all the best managers are midfielders and defenders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I look at him. Like,
Yeah.
like Rooney, Derby, one of the bottom teams. Thierry Henry, oh my days. He went Montreal, and he was getting pissed off
To be
at
fair
his
though,
players.
Rooney's
It
really-
is
really-
strikers' mentalities of how to play ball
Yeah.
is defenseless.
You see the game
Bro.
differently. You see
Yeah,
the
it's
game differently.
defenseless.
And that's what I was just about to say. Like, I think was you just about to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, like.
But midfielders have an understanding of balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And midfielders, that's why generally tend to kind of, they know the defensive sides,
Yeah.
but they also know the attacking side.
And you know
so-
the thing about strikers as well, they're less patient with everything. They're so impatient.
Yeah.
Like Thierry, I remember seeing that clip where some guy tried to do 1-2 or held the ball too long, and he's envisioning himself as if
Like,
he's that person.
at the
I'm
Montreal, yeah.
Then he's not you.
Yeah.
You're one of the goats in the Prem. You're one of the best players ever.
Yeah,
and
I
trying
saw
to
that
put
video.
yourself
Yeah,
in
yeah,
his
yeah.
position, but it's not how it works. People
Yeah.
are not as good as you.
Yeah.
But obviously, you set yourself in that standard. So you're thinking, if I can do it, I'm gonna make sure he does it. But sometimes that's not the case.
you're
No players are as good as you, especially if you're that top.
Yeah. Going back to Gerrard though, yeah. 'Cause I saw a lot of this online. He obviously taking the Villa job, and I think that's
Yeah.
a very exciting project because you got a good squad there, good squad of
You and
players.
Gerrard.
Yeah, I've taken over Gerrard FM right now. I'm not Gerrard, the Villa Red FM right now. It's a bit struggling right now. But some people that say this: is the Villa job right now bigger than the Rangers job?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know whether or not it's about the fans. It's
Yeah, but Rangers have.
But I'm saying it's about the
serious
expectancy
fan base.
of whether does Villa think that they overachieved last year, or do they think that with the team and the players that they've brought in now to accommodate for Jack Grealish going out, do they believe that they are top 6, top 5? Or do they think
Signings wise,
squad wise, they've got at their disposal, they've got a serious squad. But it's like, if you were Gerrard, would you leave Rangers now where you can win your second title, back-to-back title? You're still in Europe competing.
I think he should have done another year. I think he should have cemented his legacy at Rangers with a double.
Opportunity, obviously, like Starplay said before, sometimes it's about timing. The opportunity forced to you, and sometimes you got to take it.
But is Villa really an opportunity?
No,
though?
but what else?
It's not
what
really
else,
an
but what
opportunity.
else does Gerrard need to achieve? He's done he's done something that no manager's done.
But back to back titles like Neil Lennon's and these guys.
But there's no point going back to back when you've done a season invincible. Like that's what one thing about Wenger that everyone loves about him, or whatever it's that the fact that Arsenal have gone invincible for a year, innit? That's always going to stay there. So regardless if he leaves, that's something that Rangers always hold up on with him, if that makes sense. I think he's generally done what he needed to do. He's done his job. Yeah. I think he's took it as far as he can. Like I said, with Aston Villa as well, they've got a bigger budget. They've got, it's the Premier League. It's the Premier League as well. Yeah. Aston Villa are a top 8 side, top 8, 10 side. Yeah. It's like, opportunity came and he took it.
Okay, where do we think Gerrard will take Villa? That's round off Gerrard. Where do we think he will take Villa? What's the furthest you think he could take him?
Like, I don't really know him as a manager, bro.
We don't either.
I don't really pay attention.
Yeah, it's a question mark still.
It's a question mark because I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell.
But
you.
I would love to say 9th, 10th, 8th, 9th, 10th. But I don't know his playing style. I don't know how he plays. I don't know what kind of manager he is. Is he a man manager? Is he a tactical guy? Like, if we were to revisit it later on when both come out, then obviously we'd get a better understanding in it. But on a real life,
you look at Villa now. Yeah, they're 16th on 10 points. So the expectation would be to carry them up to that mid-table point.
Yeah,
maybe pushing into the top 8, top 7, maybe.
Which is to be fair, realistic.
If he can get like 7th, 8th, that's unbelievable.
That's unreal.
Still, that's
yeah, because I think he's overachieved.
It's a big turnaround.
What are we thinking about Xavi at Barca?
That's just a mess, innit?
First signing.
I'll be honest with you.
First signing Dani Alves for €1 a week is the best bargain of all time.
How am I making more than Dani Alves?
It's crazy.
That is mad.
You know. I was speaking to a cousin.
Star players TikToks are making more.
Even though I've never posted, but yeah. No, my cousin's a huge Barca fan, innit? Yeah. And he is fuming with the Dani Alves signing. He's fuming.
I think it's more to do with the dressing rooms. It's
a
dressing room signing rather than an actual.
No, but why would you not bring him as a coach and stuff, or someone just to come?
Yeah, but
why do I need to pay? Why do I need to pay?
But they probably got squad players that are. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They probably got enough space for him to throw in as a player.
But if
they think he's got, he must have enough though. Yeah, he must have enough in the locker still.
They've got.
He won the Olympics.
He must have enough.
Olympics team.
No, but he's the most decorated, one of the most decorated players in it. So I understand he's one of the huge in Brazil, innit? But bro, they've got Dest, Mingueza, Sergio, Roberto. They've got 3 or 4.
He's not even a right back, bro.
But he plays right back. He can play right back.
But he's not a right back.
I know he's not right back.
Yeah, but
he can play.
Yeah, but these are average guys.
Is that Tomiyasu?
These are average guys. You're talking about, like you said, one of the best players of all time.
40-year-old Dani Alves.
Who knows? Age is only a number, cuz.
No, I respect it, but as if a legend came back to
Zlatan's up here doing up strikers, bruv.
But they're playing Olivier Giroud and Zlatan up front and killing it. That's how shit Serie A is.
Yeah, but
there's no way in hell those two are sniffing the pitch both in the Prem. It's not.
Yeah, but this is not. Fucking Xavi's not playing in the Prem, bro. Fucking Dani Alves not playing in the Prem. It's Barcelona, bro.
But obviously Dani Alves is not there to compete for the starting right back.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And I know that.
I think it's more of a dressing room.
It just makes.
He could be their coaching. He could be their coaching and playing, bro.
That must have been. It should have been a coaching staff rather than.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he will be involved on the pitch.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best thing is to have experienced players that are not necessarily starters,
but they
also
don't-
able to be able to play on the pitch because they still got them qualities. I remember I've seen so
But
many
they've got
players.
a lot of players that have got a lot. They've got PK.
You know when you think people are finished.
Busquets.
You know when
They're all
you think
three.
people are finished. People
Aguero,
ain't that
that's
finished.
They've got 4, 5, 6 players, bro. That was there, world class. They were elite level. That are still at Barca. They
but
still
then
have that Barca
when you got the
DNA.
opportunity to have more, especially at the state that Barca in now.
Yeah,
So right now,
and they're
bro,
not paying him nothing, bro.
Yeah, washed up, bro.
Yeah, he's
I know they're
willing to
washed
go
up.
there
That's
doing
what I
it for
looked
free,
at it,
bro.
but I'm like, he should have no right. Me personally, if I was a Barca fan, I wouldn't be happy with it.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
Because I don't see the point of
Well,
having.
agree with
I
that.
get it. I get it. I get
I don't
it.
agree with that,
But do we think Xavi to Barcelona is like he made the right decision? A good time?
Again, it's the same-
I think he joined at a perfect time because he's Xavi. So right now the club is doing shit anyways. They're not expecting much.
Yeah.
He can get. They only filled up. It was a game recently. Only 30,000 tickets.
Yeah, I know, bro. They're empty.
Yeah.
It's like a
empty
90,000, 100,000
It's not being
stadium.
like Man City.
They're refusing.
30,000. So like now Xavi's here. I mean, it's got it's got less pressure. It's got no pressure. He can bring the club up in that. I don't know.
That, Man
But I
City
saw
stadium.
I enjoyed it more than him. He should be enjoying it more.
I saw
that is still, but
I saw IG post about
I'm trying to hear
Xavi's
what you're
rules.
saying, innit?
Xavi's
But
rules.
he's
at
got like
Barca. It's
5 man.
strict rules.
What is he? Got 5 players?
It was €100 fine or something like that if you come late at training or something.
Yeah, I saw like his rules, list of rules. I don't know how
What was
real
the
it is,
food
but
stuff?
dodgy.
Was there a food dietary thing?
Yeah, it's
wasn't
like
it?
every player must come to training 90 minutes early. Why are you coming to training an hour and a half early? For what? What were you doing for?
That's banter.
No, but then Aguero came out early in the season, and Man City,
he was back.
where they come back when they come an hour and a half, 2 hours early, and he went there and all the lights were off.
Yeah, he was baffed.
Because he's probably. Do you know what
Yeah,
it is?
I heard
It's the
about that.
hunger.
Well, I read about that.
Xavi's probably trying to install the hunger back into some of these players that don't necessarily don't understand about the last 15 to 20 years worth of Barcelona players that have been
this is why you
hungry
probably
to
brought
win
players
things.
like Danny Alves back that
Yeah, of
actually know
course.
the culture.
Yeah,
and
that know the culture.
understand.
All right, before we end,
what's going on at the
super early predictions. I don't want no sitting in the fence. I need the ranking of these five legends of football.
It's Arteta, innit?
In
Of course it
who
is.
we think will end up being the best manager. Yeah, Lampard, Gerrard, Xavi, Vieira, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
He's a legend. Where's Arteta?
Ole's a big legend.
I know he is.
Go on,
This is so difficult, man.
in order as well.
Wallahi, it's so difficult.
We'll come back to this. Hopefully,
Well,
hopefully
that's so
SS will still be going in like 20 years time, and we'll be like, oh look, you were right, exactly right.
I'll be like, brother, I have not watched Al Saad play once. I didn't watch Xavi
Bro,
and Al
I
Saad
don't-
once.
come on,
I didn't watch Steven
How
Gerrard
am I judging
Rangers.
somebody off of the Saudi league? Like,
No, that's what I'm saying. Super early predictions doesn't mean nothing.
I swear he played with. Did he have Santi Cazorla? Was that his team?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
that was his team. You're right.
Santi Cazorla won't play the year.
Santi Cazorla, yeah.
Oh, I
Scored
remember.
in the crazy goal in the cup final, isn't it?
He's a baller anyway. But who'd have been there? Like the only people like recency bias, Vieira, what he's done with Vieira with Crystal Palace at the moment, the way they're playing football. I remember the Lampard season with Chelsea.
I need a quick list. We're ending this video topic. We're moving on. Quick list. I'll go first. I'm gonna say Xavi first. Mad prediction.
That's
I'm
a
trying to
mad
get-
prediction.
I'm going for it because I want to be Xavi first. I want to say Vieira second, Gerrard third, Lampard fourth, Ole fifth.
Only fifth.
Ole fifth. He's not getting a bigger job
Oh,
than United.
I don't really.
Okay,
rate,
what's your 5 then?
I don't rate Oli, but I know he's a better manager than a couple man there.
Ben, go give me your list.
All right, cool. I put Gerrard first, Oli second, Vieira third, Lampard fourth, Xavi fifth.
I'm going Gerrard first, Vieira second, Lamps third, Oli fourth, Xavi fifth.
Mm.
I'm going Xavi first.
Yes, me and Xavi first. You two for last.
Xavi
I
first.
don't know about Xavi. It could be vibes, bro.
We know Pep.
I'm just saying the state of Barcelona. I don't know if it's salvageable.
Because you know what you guys. I don't
Let's
think
hear
are accounting for.
Liban's list.
No,
What you gonna say?
what I don't think you guys are accounting for is obviously it can be Xavi. Depends how
It
long he
can be,
gets.
yeah.
But
He'll get time.
if he doesn't get the
If he
time,
doesn't, no, but if he doesn't succeed at Barca, where is he going?
bro, that's how I look at like Xavi.
When you
the
put yourself
job he
at the
wants,
top,
he got it first.
yeah, you can't
So
have
it's
the job you
hard
want
to
first.
go-
Still, yeah.
It's hard to go.
Not first. It was in Saudi Arabia first.
No, but like,
No,
it's
but
a serious
like-
job.
It's
Like.
first job in Europe. I get it.
Yeah.
So well,
What was your 5? What was your top 5 then?
No, I'm gonna be Xavi, Gerrard, I'm still gonna go with Lampard third. Oli fourth. I'm putting Vieira fifth.
Vieira's here to stay, you know. I think Vieira's here for a long time.
Vieira's gonna
be one of those managers that's gonna be jumping around for clubs.
Vieira's gonna be the greatest black manager ever. He already is, I think.
Potential still.
Frank
just a quick question.
Frank Rijkaard, yeah, of course.
Vieira managed.
Rijkaard, yeah, Barcelona.
Yeah, well, I remember he's the one that brought Messi through.
No, wait.
Okay,
What club
crazy.
African manager.
What club did Vieira manage in America?
Oh, New York Cosmos, I think. New York City.
Cosmos.
New York City. That's different sport.
Yeah, the New York City. That's the one that Pele played for back in the day. You said that was nuts. New York FC.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
What did he achieve over there? Nothing.
Red Bulls, no?
No,
No, it was the light blue kit, innit? The David Villa one.
Man City.
That Villa one, innit? Yeah.
And what did he win over there?
Nothing. And he didn't do great at Nice.
Bradley.
He did the great in Nice, and now he's in the Premier League.
He's
We're
doing
judging
well
him
done.
off,
He's doing well.
3 months.
He's doing well. All right, leave your comments below of what you think of Lampard and Gerrard.
What are you judging Xavi on?
Leave your comments below what you think of Lampard and Gerrard and their who do you think would be better of them two. Who you think would be better of them two and how you think Gerrard would get on. And hashtag STS Pod on Twitter. Thank you.